Welcome, everybody. Welcome, internet friends. Today, we're lucky to have Vinay from Gari Network. I'm very happy to talk about what you're building, about the amazing numbers you've been showing in terms of users, active users, and downloads of the app. It's pretty amazing. Looking forward to listening all about the successful journey. Good to
Yeah,
have you
likewise.
here.
Yeah, excited to be here too.
Can you give us a little bit of a TLDR, an elevator pitch for Web 2 people? A very simple TLDR for those that didn't come prepared.
Yeah, so like about the project?
Yes, about Gari Network and about what you're building at the moment.
Yeah, so you could see us as the decentralized TikTok. So we are basically a short video application where users will earn tokens for whatever they do on the app. That could be like viewing a video, liking a video, creating a video, uh, and we have various other utilities on the demand side to keep the entire tokenomics stable. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's a quick TLD around what we do.
And did you take part in some Solana hackathon? And you placed well. Tell me the story on that.
Yeah, so we are quite closely working with Solana. So we participated in a bunch of hacker houses and we sponsored a bunch of them. And we were the one of the prime sponsors of Solana Breakpoint last year too. So yeah, we are pretty active in the space.
Beautiful. And how did you end up in Solana? What are you active in other networks as well? And just Solana is one of the other networks, or primarily on Solana?
So we are primarily on Solana, and right now Solana is the only network which we are on. And so our application is quite big. We have like millions of users, so we really wanted to pick a chain which is quick as well as feeless, because we pump like millions of transactions every month, and we wanted to make the entire thing sustainable. So we chose Solana, and we got a great dev support. And like India is quite big in terms of the developers too, who are Solana first. And yeah, so we launched our Web3 product last June, and we are continuously building since then.
Beautiful. So you have the Chingari app, which is the TikTok of India application with short videos and where users can interact with the videos. And you have the Gari network, which is the Web3 storefront. How like the social backside of the Chingari app. How do these two worlds interact?
Yeah, so to give a quick to give you some numbers about how big Chingari is. So Chingari had like 160 million installations since the beginning, and we have almost 40 million monthly active users and 5 million daily active users. But so we assess that Web3 is the way going forward, and we want to be the first big product building on Web3. So we launched on our Web3 product. Announced a Web3 product in January and launched a Web3 product in June. And Gari Network is basically the Web3 protocol running on the Chingari app. So it brings in all the Web3 functionalities to this traditional social media application.
Can you give some examples of what exactly are those Web3 applications and dynamics that it supports?
Yeah, so the native token of Gari Network is called Gari token, and this token we allocated 1/4 of the entire token allocation for the next 14 years. So whatever the user do within the app, they get rewarded with these Gari tokens, and they could tip their favorite creators with Gari tokens, and they could boost their content. So if you want your video to get more views, you could boost your content through the Gari token. And all these Web3 elements and the token elements and the NFTs and the NFT marketplaces embedded within the app are powered by Gari network. So you could see like the Web2 part is Chingari, and all the blockchain and the associated parts are Gari network.
And all these things can only be done with Gari. They're only on the Web3 side. There is no way to interact with the traditional banking and do exactly boost your video, boost your content through. It's only done by Gari.
Yeah. So we are really being careful in migrating from Web2 to Web3. Right now, we still have both ways. We still have our traditional fiat ways where you could buy some gems using some fiat back, some dollars or whatever fiat you want to buy with, and you could boost the content with those two. But the reason why we have that in place, anything, anything, anything like anything which any change which is drastic will end up losing millions of users for us. Say Snapchat did a simple UI switch a couple of years ago and they lost 10 million users overnight. So we don't want, and all the things which we are bringing with Web3 are brand new for these typical social media users. So that's the reason why we still kept some Web2 elements alive. But it's pretty much like if you use the token to purchase the same thing, you get 30% discount. So it's pretty much like if you use Web2 parts, you pay full. You use the Web3 part, you pay 30% less.
So there's a huge incentive for people to start looking at the Web3 solutions.
Yeah. And also it will be more like an on-consent basis instead of us forcing them to use this product. So it will be like, okay, let's use this token to boost our content to get discount. And they'll then learn what this token is and how it works. If we force migrate them or if we enforce them using the token, then they might be like, what the hell is this? And they might just leave the app and stop using the app altogether.
Yeah, makes sense. Slowly, because these things are pretty complicated for the ones that are not familiar. So walk me through a little bit of the experience of a content creator. What like he has, let's say, a good following with his short daily posts, and he will buy Gary in order to boost his content in order to get more views, and also he will be receiving from tips, and then he can also kind of identify his super fans, the ones that are staking for his community and receiving the gated content. Am I missing any of the interactions with Gary? Because I understand there is an NFT marketplace. There are several layers of user experience. So can you give us a complete overview?
Yeah, so as you said, there are quite too many layers around the creators and the users. And you could see the Gary mining as the primary layer. So this is the biggest incentive for creators to create content on Chingari. So if you are, let's say if you are a short video creator and you create 20-second, 30-second videos. So for up to 5 videos you create a day, you get like whatever you do within the app, you create 5 videos, and whatever views that 5 videos get, whatever likes that 5 videos get, whatever comments, shares, the number of followers you get. So all this will be added towards your contribution score. So this contribution score is something like your contribution for the entire Chingari ecosystem. And based on your fellow miners, fellow creators' contribution score, you get a proportionate earning of 50,000 tokens. So we give out 50,000 tokens every single day. And if your contribution score is 1% of that, you get, say, 500 tokens. And this is the amount of tokens you get by doing whatever you are doing. So you need not have to do anything special. Just create content, make sure that content is good. And if you get more views and more engagement, you get more tokens. So that's one layer. And the other layer is you can boost your content by the earn tokens. So you create you create videos which earn you tokens. You use that tokens to boost your video to show it for more people. So it's pretty much like you could use the same tokens you earn to boost your content. On top of it, you could sell your content as video NFTs for your fans. So if you have a really strong community for your creator outlet, then your fans will purchase your video NFTs not only as collectibles, but also as a way of investing into the creator. So they prepay you some tokens to create better content, and they benefit in multiple ways by holding this video NFT.
And this video NFT, is it one of the? Does it obey the standards, the NFT standards of Solana? Can it be removed from the marketplace and sent to another wallet, from a Phantom wallet to a Phantom wallet, for example? Is it something that the Gary network has created and its own collection and it stays within the app? How does it work?
So it is an interoperable video NFT. We follow like that's a very standardized. We follow a very standardized approach. So you could purchase these NFTs in two ways. You could purchase it through the app itself, or you could purchase through nft.chingari.io, where you go to that marketplace, connect your Phantom wallet, and bid for your favorite creators' video NFTs using your Gari tokens. And once your bid is selected, you get your video NFT. Whichever wallet your video NFT is, the 10% daily earnings of the creator will be sent for you. So this could be anywhere. So right now, these video NFTs are not tradable on Magic Eden because we did an initial beta. It's not an actual beta, but we did a more controlled release of top 2,000 creators video NFTs. And in the next couple of months, we'll be launching the full suite of tradable video NFTs, which could even be traded on Magic Eden or anywhere else.
That's pretty big. Yeah, the secondary market is important to embrace. And I assume that the content creators that are creating those videos and then their fan base that is purchasing them is also another way for the creator to identify the super fan. It is a way to kind of maybe reward at a later stage the people that are holding your creator NFT.
Yeah, you could even see these video NFT holders are like similar to the Patreon on YouTube. So these users could get exclusive content, exclusive perks, or some good insights on what the future content is going to look like. On top of it, they get 10% of the creator earnings. So let's say you identified Mr. Beast quite early and you invested in his video NFTs. Then when he becomes the biggest creator, you get 10% of his daily income. So like what's 10% of a Mr. Beast is like millions of dollars. And of course, there is no Mr. Beast on our platform yet. We are mostly right now. Most of our user base is around South Asia and India. But we are expanding. We already expanded into Turkey, and we are expanding into US and maybe Korea too later this year. But by holding these video NFTs, you could not only get exclusive access, but also you get 10% of earnings. So you could see them as stocks of your favorite creator.
But all these NFTs need to be used within the Chingari application in order for the creator for the investor to receive the royalties. If there is no way to enforce it in other platforms, let's say someone uploads it on YouTube and then creates a TikTok out of this video, there's no way to actually enforce that income. So it stays within the content. The idea is to buy this NFT and have all its different layers of user interaction within the platform, if I understand it correctly.
Yeah, so the creator has to be a Chingari creator, but the user could hold these video NFTs even in their Phantom wallets. They need not have to keep them in their Chingari account itself. So if they are more happy with having everything on Phantom wallet or any other wallet, they could just move these NFTs to your Phantom wallet and get your royalties deposited directly to that Phantom wallet.
And all these projects are live at the moment, or we're talking about future plans. Tell us what exactly is live today, and what are the future plans for the development of the app.
Yeah, so we launched our token last January, and we were building from January to June, and we launched our mining product, which is Engage to Earn, in last June, and we launched our video NFT marketplace in July, and we launched a bunch of other products like staking, governance, and other stuff. So all these, except for governance, all the products which I spoke till now are already live. They are live in 6 months after we launched our first Web3 product.
And how's the user interaction? Are people starting to stake tokens to support creators? How's that been going? Because it's not easy to educate Web2 TikTok users into staking and going through all these steps that might seem counterintuitive at first.
Yeah, so that's the biggest challenge which we addressed which we believe that we address, is that we launched something called Network Score, where you refer your friend to be a miner on Chingari or to be a user on Chingari, and you get 5% of his daily earnings. And you could refer 5 people per day. And this guy will act as the educator for all his friends. So he will explain what Gari network is, how to earn tokens, and how to maximize expand our user network. But very soon it will be decremented to 4, 3, 2, 1. But the biggest challenge was educating users. But we also made sure that the user experience is not interrupted at all. So your primary feed, you could keep scrolling videos, you could keep creating videos. But there is another section called wallet, and once you go into that wallet section, you have everything in there. And so all the users who know how to use these wallets will use it. Like, we have approximately 170,000 daily active on-chain users, and we have way more web2 users. Like, we have 5 million web2 users. So we really want to make sure that this migration is smooth, so that we won't lose people in between.
Oh, well, I see the caution here, and it's important. The education part is the most important part. And what are the products that you're most excited about that are coming to Gari Network?
Yeah, so there are a couple of products which I'm most excited of. One is Gari Web3 Ads Network. So we have onboarded 2.2 million on-chain users in the last 6 months, and these users are not, we haven't brought them from other crypto products. These are brand new crypto users who never been exposed to crypto. They don't even know that they're actually using a blockchain application. They are like, hey, there is this cool app where you could earn tokens or earn money by interacting with the content. So instead of doing the same thing on TikTok, they're doing it on our app to earn tokens, which they could off ramp quite smoothly. They could we have embedded fiat off ramp right into the application. If they want to cash out, they could always cash out. So because these users are brand new to crypto, we are in conversations with a bunch of credible blockchain products and introduce these users to those products. Let's say Magic Eden. So if Magic Eden wants, so there is this cutthroat competition between Magic Eden and OpenSea. Obviously, Magic Eden is kind of keeping its edge. But if they want to onboard new users, they could partner with us to create learn to earn kind of products, where our users will learn about what Magic Eden is, how to buy NFTs on Magic Eden, and what are or maybe install Magic Eden app. So they will earn these tokens by doing all these tasks, these learn to earn tasks. And we are in conversation with partnering with various types of wallets, dexes, NFT marketplaces, even centralized exchanges. Because let's say Binance is your first exchange, you'll be a Binance user for a very, very long time, until you deep dive into crypto and your favorite crypto is not on Binance. So this exchange could be the first exchange of these users, and the wallet could be the first wallet of these users. This way, these users could potentially become the permanent users. So Web3 Ads Network is one part, and the other part is we are launching Gari Web3 services. And so we enable Chingari to go Web3, and Chingari is quite big. And we are in conversations with other Web2 applications who are outside Chingari. Those could be like large gaming companies, large, let's say, typical Web2 companies. So we are partnering with them and empowering them with all these Web3 functionalities and help them go Web3. And in this process, Gari could even act like a gas fee. Gari could act like a subchain on its own, where all the transactions are done with Gari as a gas. So these are a couple of huge like game changing products. Like no other product The reason we were able to do this is because of the millions of users we have. And on top of it, one small thing which we are hyper excited about for next week, we have partnered with Bonk and we are doing 100 billion Bonk giveaway. So for every video you watch, you get 50 Bonk. Or for every say if you stake 2000 tokens and you get Bonk every single day. And we are going to distribute 100 billion Bonk, which is worth $100,000 right now, for all the Chingari users in the next couple of months. So this campaign will go live for next couple of months, and you could earn as much as 200,000 bonk every single day by just watching videos.
That's insane. That's a huge promotional move. I love it, and Bonk is a really fun coin, and it's has taken the Solana ecosystem by storm. It's I love the what you're doing. Yeah, I hope more protocols actually do such a cool move and distribute some dog coin and meme coin to their users. It's all fun.
Yeah.
It's you have such a huge advantage by building on top of the already existing network of Chingari, because usually the challenge is to onboard all these people, and this usually in every interaction I have with a project, even if it's new or old, doesn't matter. Onboarding and the continuous onboarding is the issue. Well, you have it pretty much solved, and now you're just making sure the transition is smooth. So I totally understood the utility of Gary. I wouldn't want us to go through this again, but I'm not sure I've understood all the ways that the Gary is absorbed by the platform. It's we have a continuous issuance of the coin slowly, where it goes to content creators and they will use it in order to boost their content.
Yeah.
How does this economy? How do you expect the economy of the token to work? So it goes constantly back into the company, and the company burns it. Is there a depreciating mechanism baked into the tokenomics? How does it provide value for its holder?
Yeah, so that's the biggest challenge which we are trying to address, because no other platform has solved tokenomics at millions of users. Like we are onboarding 15,000 users every single day. That's per day, and we onboarded 100,000 users in the last 8 days. So in the last pretty much 1 week, we onboarded 100,000 more users, and these users will continuously earn Gari token. And the biggest challenge for me being the head of tokenomics and also for the entire team is to make the entire tokenomics sustainable. So there are a bunch of ways where how we absorb the tokens or how we create a demand. One is obviously boost, other is tips. And we have this cool, interesting NFT thing called Gari NFT profile badges, where let's say you earn 10 tokens by watching videos for 1 hour straight, and let's say you don't want to spend that much amount of money or earn more tokens for the same amount of money, you could buy our NFT badge, which is called a booster badge, and you could earn at a 2x rate. And these badges will be sold in Gari, and these will refill the entire treasury. So we are not actually burning them, we are making sure that we are taking the tokens given back to the users and taking them and adding for the entire pool. And our current pool is good for the next 14 years. And we already added 3 months more worth of tokens already back to the pool. And also the advertising network, which I'm most excited of for the next few months. All these advertisers are going to pay in Gari, and they are going to purchase Gari and advertise on our platform. And all the users who earn these tokens by interacting with this learn to earn kind of products would earn Gari tokens too. So Gari will be a payment method within the app, and also video NFTs. If you want to purchase your favorite creators' video NFTs, it will be done through Gari. And we also launched our subscription program for our Web2 user base. So we don't want to overwhelm our new Web3 users by purchasing Gari on exchanges, bringing them to the platform, and buy badges. Instead, they could subscribe like a Twitter Blue subscription. So they subscribe directly through App Store or Play Store. So there is monthly subscription, weekly subscription, and daily subscription. All the money all the revenue we collect or we generate is being used to purchase these tokens and give back to the users for the next day pool. So this, and we are already generating 30% of our daily emissions. So 30% of whatever tokens which we are giving out are being purchased back and given back to the users the next day, and so on and so forth. And once this Gari Web3 services goes live with couple of other products, we'll have more leverage over the number of users we have and the potential advertising impact.
Yeah, this is a way of revenue sharing with through the advertisers, since they are purchasing the Gari token through the open market, or is it directly from you? How does that part work? Do the advertisers purchase Gari through you or through the open market?
So it is done in two ways. So we have a transparent dashboard handled by Top Ledger, which is an independent third party. So we publish every single day on how much tokens we purchase from our revenues. So right now we are purchasing 15,000 tokens every single day. If the advertiser is willing to pay in Gari tokens, that's awesome. They'll pay us in Gari tokens, and that will take care of a bunch of supply from the market. But if the advertiser want to pay us in fiat, we'll use this fiat to purchase the Gari tokens, just like we are doing with the subscription revenues. And this way, the entire tokenomics is well balanced, and there is a pretty decent chance that our demand might go way beyond our supply, because our supply is fixed. So our supply of 50,000 tokens is given every single day. But how many advertisers we onboard, it's pretty much like unlimited. We could onboard as many advertisers as possible, and because users could earn more by interacting with these ads, they will get more leads, they will get more click-through rates, and they will get potential more app installations.
Pretty awesome. You've thought of everything. I love how you publish every day with the buying of the token and what's happening. That's transparency is key in the space, and everybody's looking for it, since we've seen, our eyes have seen so many things in wide in wild west of crypto. It's absolutely crazy. At the same time, it makes me think that it's an informal invitation to speculators as well, because by holding the Gari token in a way, since the supply is fixed, and the user base is constantly growing, and the content creators as well, if the project is successful, theoretically the Gari token should also appreciate. So the ideal holder of the Gari token is as well a speculator, together with the user and the content creator and all the other parties we discussed.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on price, but yeah, we are continuously building. We are a team of 230 people, and we have dedicated teams for all these products, and we ship like no other project shipped before in the last 6 months. So whatever I told till now is built in the last 6 months, and we have a very big runway to go. We'll be continuously building this year and next year, and yeah, hopefully things will turn out in a good way for everyone.
Beautiful. Tell me a little bit about the governance of the project, and what you're looking into. If you're looking into a DAO structure, or how the future will be dictated. Do the users or the Gari token holders have any say on it?
Yeah, so we launched our staking product last month, where users could stake the earned Gari tokens right into the app. So earn Gari tokens right there, and stake it right into right in the app, and you could get 10% fixed APR. So that's the first step towards our governance, and more than 10,000 users staked. So these are not users with big bags. These are the users with small bags holding small amounts of tokens, which they earn by creating or engaging with the content. So the best part is that all these users are taking whatever they have, and very soon we will be launching our DAO, uh, which acts like a pretty much standard DAO with proposals and upwards and downwards, but the UI will be dramatically different. So the in contrast with other social media apps, we wanted our users, our stakeholders to have a voice in the platform. So let's say if there is something called a dislike button, if we want to remove it, that will be through a proposal. So we will add a proposal saying that, are you okay to get this dislike button removed? If that is, they could vote yes or no based on the number of tokens they have, but there will be an upper threshold so that the large whales won't bombard the entire governance. So the staking, like for staking, you could get 10% APR on whatever amount of Gari you stake. But for the voting, we wanted to make it as decentralized as possible, because end of the day, our governance is purely associated with our app.
No, that's beautiful. It's also a way for the content creators to actually have a say on how things are going to look, how things are going to develop. It's pretty awesome. And you said you're creating your own governance layer. You're not gonna, for example, use Realms or whatever Solana is building. You're building something which is your own.
So the backend will be pretty standard. The backend of the governance will be just like any other governance, but the front end will be quite innovative. It won't be like a typical proposal and upwards and downwards. It will be just like a thumbs up or thumbs down and a quick video on what that is. So it will be a quick short video, just to stick with our short videos platform. It will be a quick short video explaining what this proposal is about, and if they like it or not. If they like it, then it's an upvote. If they don't, it's a downvote. And their weighted average, their voting is based on number of tokens they stake. So it's pretty much like on the user end, it will be like a survey, and they could earn probably a little bit Garnet tokens by participating into this, but it's a pretty straightforward staking product when you see from a blockchain perspective.
And when do you expect to have this governance layer running, where the users are actually voting on proposals that can affect the protocol level? Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right now we are working on the ads network, as well as our Web3 services. Outsourcing our stack to other platforms. So this is something which we prioritize right after these two products go live. So it might be in the Q3 of this year. But the staking is already live. So you could stake and earn tokens. That's already live.
And the APR is standard, and it's 10% stable, or it's dictated by some market dynamic or something on the tokenomics?
No, it's fixed. It's 10% fixed. We don't want to have, we don't want to have anything dramatic. We don't want to have like a 40% APR in the beginning, crash to 4% 6 months later, and no one cares about governance. So we really want to, just like our token emissions, this is also fixed.
And we can find the Gari token on decentralized exchanges as well as centralized exchanges, right?
Yeah, so we had a prime listing on almost 8 of the top 10 exchanges. So we are backed by Kraken, we are backed by Huobi, KuCoin. So these people are our initial investors into the project. And we are listed on crypto.com, Kraken US, Kraken International, KuCoin, Gate.io, except for Binance and Coinbase. We are listed on all popular exchanges and also the DEXs. Yeah,
huge success on that. Can you tell us a little bit about the Panda NFTs and what's happening on that front?
Yeah, so we had this flagship NFT collection called Gari Pandas, which are right now tradable on Magic Eden. So we launched them last summer, but we schedule all the utilities for this year. So this is pretty much like being an ambassador or being a VIP in the Chingari ecosystem. So if you are a Panda holder, you are pretty much like a VIP in the Chingari ecosystem. You'll get various discounts within the app. Let's say you could get 30% discount on Boost or tips, or not tips, boost, and even on advertising. If you're an advertiser, if you hold a Panda, you get X% discount. And if you are a Panda holder and refer an advertiser, so let's say someone in your network is a blockchain startup and they want to advertise on Chingari to get our Web3 users. Then if you refer them, you could get, let's say, like X amount of tokens by if you are a Panda holder alone. And even Pandas have a bunch of external utilities right now. You could even get 5% shop back on all e-commerce transactions like Amazon.com, eBay.com. If you are a Panda holder and do transactions on this platform through shopping.io, then you get 5% discount. Along with, we have for a limited time we are running our Panda staking program. So this will be run until the next August, where you earn 1. Few Gari tokens every day by staking your Pandas.
And once again, you can buy it from the secondary marketplace and stake it into the Gari network platform, and you'll get even more Gari tokens every day. How is the emissions working on the platform? Is it daily?
So right now our Panda staking is on Honey.finance, which is an external platform. But very soon we'll be integrating. I think that's towards the end of this quarter or early next quarter, we'll be integrating Pandas into our wallet itself. Where if you stake Gari, you get 10% APR, right? By holding a Panda, you would get boosted APR. So you could get up to 12% or 13% by holding a Panda, and also get all the benefits, which are within the app. And we might even so the shopping.io is the first step towards social e-commerce. In the future, we are going to partner with other e-commerce companies and embed e-commerce right into the app too, so that these Panda holders could get discounts on those transactions too.
Beautiful. That's amazing. And with the expansion to Turkey and the US, that's gonna make a very diverse ecosystem and a very diverse user base. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna be definitely looking and paying attention on what you're doing. Is there any hacker houses, any events that we can come meet you, talk to you, like maybe show us what you're building? Since you said you're very active on the Solana space and all these events, what you're planning for the next couple of months?
So we continuously sponsor hacker houses, and we host some hacker houses too. We, as I told you before, we have also sponsored the Solana Breakpoint last November. So we have this Gari DevDAV, and we give out $10,000 grants every single month for contributors of Solana, as well as the developers who could contribute for our ecosystem. So, and you could keep following Gari DevDAV on Twitter to know on future Hacker House events.
Great. We'll definitely do that. Any shout outs on the Solana ecosystem? Any dev teams that stand out? Any other teams? Any maybe users, members, community members? Give me some shout outs.
Yeah, sure. So I would like to thank Solana, the entire Solana Foundation in general, because they helped us quite so much to quickly launch our Web3 product. So we got a fantastic dev support, as well as within the Indian ecosystem too. Like, there is a fantastic community, the Solana Super Team DAV. So they helped us towards this navigating through from Web2 to Web3 quite smoothly. And also shout out for all our Panda NFT holders, because they were quite patiently waiting for all these utilities since a long time. I would say like the next few months will be quite exciting for them and even us in general.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually talk to us. I'm looking forward to the Bonk campaign. I'll be definitely checking the NFTs out, and I'll be looking forward to all the benefits that we can get using the platform. Any plans on getting the platform to Europe? I'm based in Europe. I'd love to take a look.
So it's already live in Europe. So you could access the feed from anywhere in the world. But we haven't integrated the languages yet. So right now we support 28 to 30 languages, mostly around Asian, and also we support Turkish. But very soon we'll be launching into Europe too. When I say like launch, when I'm speaking about the relevant languages like French and Italian and all these languages.
Makes sense.
That
Makes sense.
yeah, that will be sometime towards the end of this year or early next year. But you could watch the videos, buy NFTs, earn tokens from anywhere around the world.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for taking the time. Best of luck with everything. I'm pretty sure you don't need any luck. You've been building and shipping constantly, so we'll be paying attention.
Awesome.
Thanks
Thank you so
again,
much. Thank you.
and have a beautiful day.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks a lot.